Okay, last question is find the domain na. Okay, so in that one, next question again. After that we will take range. So next question again same thing, find the domain, and function is given as f(x) is equal to root over cos x minus 1 by 2 by root over 6 plus 35 x minus 6x square. Okay, again we want domain of this function. Okay, then same thing, to find the domain of this function, apply the condition. Here we have only root na, so root will define if this one is greater than equals to 0 and this one is greater than 0. You can't take this one equals to 0 now, because denominator can't be equals to 0. So just apply the condition, domain is value of x for that function is defined. So first, cos x minus 1 by 2 must be greater than equals to 0, and this one 6 plus 35 x minus 6x square must be greater than 0, not equal to na, because in denominator we can't put a 0 or we can't allow 0. Okay, same thing. From this one we are getting that cos x must be greater than equals to 1 by 2, and from this one if you simplify, if you take common minus, then what we are getting 6x square minus 35x and minus 6. Okay, minus multiply this side, then we have to change the sign of inequality. Okay, now actually we have to find the value of x such that both are satisfied. Okay na, value of x will satisfy both the inequality. So first I am solving this one, because for this one always you will get interval na. Okay, from minus infinity to plus infinity we have many values such that cos x is greater than equals to 1 by 2, but we have to satisfy this one na, and for this one you will get limited value. So first I am solving this one. Okay, I can factorize this one. Product is 36. Now you want two values such that product is minus 36 but sum is minus 35, that is minus 36 and plus 1. Okay, so I am dividing 6x square minus 36x plus x minus 6 less than 0. If you take common 6x, then we are getting x minus 6. If you take common 1, then we are getting x minus 6 less than 0. Then we are getting x minus 6 into 6x plus 1 less than 0. If you put this one equals to 0, we are getting 6. If you put this one equals to 0, we are getting minus 1 by 6. Okay, then plus minus plus. Okay, sign is just simple. Now see, here what we have, less than 0, then I have to take value of x with the negative sign. It means this interval. So x belongs to, for this case we are getting x belongs to minus 1 by 6 to 6. Okay, 1 minute, can I include minus 1 by 6 and 6? No, because here we didn't have any equality sign now. Okay, so open interval. It means after, at the end you will get answer only from between minus 1 by 6 to plus 1 by 6 plus 6. You can't take any value of x outside this interval now. Okay, so cos x greater than equals to 1 by 2, but I know one thing, that I can't take x outside this one. Okay, so I will find the value of x for that cos x is greater than equals to 1 by 2 and lies in this interval. For that I have to draw the graph. To solve the triangular inequality, use graph. Okay, then it become easy. So see, this is cos x, and here I can take only minus 1 by 6 to 6. So I am drawing the graph from minus pi by 2 to, because we have some negative values na. Okay, so okay, I am taking up to 2 pi. This is 0, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Okay, and this one is minus pi by 2. Okay, now what do you want? Cos x greater than equals to 1 by 2. This is the graph of y equals to cos x. This one is 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, cos x greater than equals to 1 by 2. This is the graph of cos x. Now draw the graph of y equals to 1 by 2. A line y equals to 1 by 2. This is 1. So this is the line y equals to 1 by 2. Okay, now you want value of x such that cos x is greater than equal to 1 by 2. Cos x is greater than equals to 1 by 2. Okay, it means cos x is above this line, because below this line we have values less than 1 by 2. Okay, above this line, it means you can take these value. For this cos x is greater than 1 by 2 now, you can't take these. Again for these, cos is greater than equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so from this one to this one we have only these x, corresponding x now. But okay, can you find the value of x at this point. Obviously, here we have x, cos x equals to 1 by 2, cos x equals to 1 by 2 minus pi by 3. So this one is minus pi by 3, and this value of x is pi by 3. Now can you find this value of x? Yeah, obviously 2 pi minus pi by 3, 5 pi by 3. Okay, now see, you can take only x from minus 1 by 6 to plus 6. You can't take any value of x outside this one. So I have to limit this one to this interval. Okay, minus 1 by 6. Now tell me one thing, that minus 1 by 6 is less than minus pi by 3 or greater than minus pi by 3? Pi by 3. Pi is 3.14. Okay, by 3. It means like minus 1 point something. Okay, so minus 1 by 6 is greater than this one. So suppose here we have minus 1 by 6. I have to limit this one now, minus 1 by 6. Okay, and up to 6, and 6 is less than 2 pi. 2 pi is 3.14. Now check that 6 is before this one or after 5 pi by 3. 6 is greater than 5 pi by 3. Obviously you will get. Okay, so suppose this is the 6, but less than 2 pi now. So this is the 6. It means you can take only value between minus 1 by 6 to plus 6. Okay, now for these value of x, where we have cos x greater than equals to 1 by 2, this one, it means I can take these x. Okay, so these x, what we are getting, final answer is, here we have minus 1 by 6 to up to pi by 3, because for minus 1 by 6 to pi by 3, cos x is greater than equals to 1 by 2. So x from minus 1 by 6 to up to pi by 3, okay na, corresponding x, pi by 3. Now check one thing, can I include minus 1 by 6? No. Can I include pi by 3? Pi by 3 satisfying this one and also lies in this one, so I can include pi by 3. After that, pi by 3 you can't take these x, because for these cos x is less than 1 by 2. Okay, you can't take these, also negative, you can't take up to this one. Now from this one, 5 pi by 3 to up to this one, you can't take any value of x outside 6 na. So union 5 pi by 3, you can include 5 pi by 3 because belongs to both, satisfying both. And after that 6, you can't include 6 because here we have open interval. So this is the domain. Any problem? No, thank you. हो तो भी क्या पता. Okay, so write down. Can I have remaining for domain 1 and 2 question. After that we will start range. Okay, can I have? Okay, thank you. Okay, next question, same for domain. Fx is equals to root over 1 minus x minus 1 by log 3 9 minus 3 power x minus 3. Okay, we want domain of this function. Now domain is again same thing, domain is value of x for that function is defined. Okay, now apply the condition of the function. Here we have two things, two functions now, one is root and other is logarithm. So apply condition for both. Condition for root is this must be positive. Okay, no problem. 1 minus x minus 1 by log 3 9 minus 3 power x minus 3 must be greater than 0. Can I take equals to? Obviously root 0 is 0. And now condition for this one, there is no condition with respect to x kya hai. Okay, condition for this one is this one must be greater than 0. This one must be, logarithm is only defined for positive values. So 9 minus 3 power x must be greater than 0. Okay, can I take equals to 0? No, log 0 is minus infinity, you can't take. Okay, so this one. So first this one is simplified, I have to solve this one. 3 power x less than 9, it means x is less than 2. If you put x greater than 2, then this will be nana. So x is less than 2. From this one we are getting, it means you can't take any value of x greater than 2. Okay, finish. Now solve this one. If I take this one at this side, then what we are getting, 1 greater than equals to x minus 1 by log 3 9 minus 3 power x minus 3. Okay, now I have to solve this one. To solve this one I have to multiply this one at this side now, but 1 minute I have to check, because now if If this one is always positive, then easily I can multiply. Sign of inequality remains same. If this one is always negative, then also I can multiply. Okay na? Because if this one is negative, multiply and change the sign. But if this one can take both sign, positive and negative, then I can't multiply. Okay. So I have to first check. Now see one thing. This value is always less than equals to 9. It can't be greater than 9 because 9 minus something, this one is always positive. 9 minus something is always less than 9. So this one is always less than 9. So if you put maximum value 9, then log 3 9 is 2. Okay, and 2 minus 3 is minus 1. It means doesn't matter, put any value of x satisfying this one, but this value is always become negative. If always, it means this one is negative value, then I can multiply. Okay, so I am multiplying this one. Maximum value of this one is 9. Log 3 9 is 2. 3 power 2 na, then 2 out log 3 3 1. Okay, so 2 minus 3 minus 1 negative. So I am multiplying at this side. If you multiply with 1, what we are getting? Log 3 9 minus 3 power x minus 3. Then change the sign because this one is negative, x minus 1. Now what do you want? Value of x. So simplify this one. Log 3 9 minus 3 power x less than equals to minus 3 at this side. 3 minus 1 2, then x plus 2. Okay, now take antilog. So 9 minus 3 power x is at this side, what you will get if you are taking antilog, this one 3 power x plus 2. Now remember, if base is greater than 1, then inequality remains same. If less than 1, then change the sign. Okay, now again simplify this one. So what we are getting? 9 minus 3 power x less than equals to, I can separate this one, 3 power x into 3 power 2. 3 power 2 is 9, so 9 into 3 power x. Take this one at this side, so 1 plus 9 times 10 times 3 power x, divide with 10, then what you will get? You will get 3 power x is greater than equals to 9 by 10. Again you want value of x. If you want value of x, then I have to take logarithm because x in power. So take logarithm with the base 3. If you take log base 3, then x outside log 3 3 1. So x. Here also I am taking log on both sides now. Base is 3, 9 by 10. Okay. Now base is 3. It means greater than 1. So sign of inequality remains same. Okay. So from this one we are getting this value of x, and from this one we are getting this value of x. Okay. Now take intersection. It means x is greater than equals to this one, but less than 2. Okay. Then solve. Final answer is x belongs to greater than equals to this one. So including log 3 9 by 10, okay, comma 2, not included, so open interval. Okay, write down. Any problem? हाँ होगा, but क्या कर सकते? Okay, done ना? Okay, pause and write down. Can I rough? मैं कर देता. Okay. Okay, next question. After that we will take range. So last question for domain. Fx is equals to 1 by greatest integer of x. If anyone has problem in greatest integer, then call me. I will explain. Okay. Plus log of 1 minus fractional part of x. Okay. Actually greatest integer and fractional part both are in 11th. Okay, if you have problem, then call me. X square plus 3x plus 10. Okay, and plus 1 by root over 2 minus mod x, and plus 1 by root over sec of sin x. Now I want domain of this one. Okay, again same. Actually question is lengthy or simple. It means sum of 1, 2 function or 3 or 4 doesn't matter. If you want domain of this one, then first find the domain of these all and then take intersection, because all must be defined. Okay, so first I am with respecting to this one. Okay, now see 1 by greatest integer of x. Greatest integer x is always defined, so no problem, but here greatest integer in denominator. Okay, so you can't take those value of x such that this becomes 0, because denominator can't be equal to 0. If this becomes 0, then total become infinity. So because of this one, what can I say, that greatest integer of x can't be equals to 0. Okay, so this is the first condition. Now with respect to this one, what we have as a condition? Here we have both as variable. So first thing, this one must be positive because logarithm is not defined for negative value. X square plus 3x plus 10 must be positive. Okay, but 1 minute. If you find discriminant of this quadratic expression, okay, or quadratic polynomial, then you will get d is less than 0. D square minus 4ac na 9 minus 4 into 10 less than 0. If d is less than 0, then no root. No root, it means either above the x-axis or below the x-axis. It means either positive or negative. Coefficient of x square is plus, so positive. Or simply you can check, put any value of x, always you will get positive value of this one. This one is always positive. So there is no problem with respect to this one. Because this one is always positive, then logarithm is defined. Now base is also variable. Condition for base for logarithm is base must be greater than 0 and can't be equals to 1. Okay, we have two condition, must be greater than 0 and can't be equals to 1. Now see one thing, fractional part is always lies from 0 to before 1. Fractional part pointed value now always less than 1. Okay, so this one is always less than 1, then 1 minus this one is always positive. So one thing is clear that this one is always positive. So positive to hai. Okay, this one is always positive. But also we have another condition that base can't be equals to 1. And base will be 1 if this one equals to 0. Okay, it means you can't take those value of x such that fractional part is equals to 0, because if this becomes 0, then 1 minus 0 become 1 and base can't be equals to 1. Okay, so condition for this one is fractional part of x can't be equals to 0. Okay, now this is complete. Now take this one, and we have to take intersection. Now and means intersection. Okay, again this is in denominator, so root 2 minus mod x must be greater than 0. Okay, now check for this one. Now actually see, here we have root of sec into sin x. Okay, oh sorry, sec of sin x. So this one must be positive, but actually this one is always positive. Okay, because sin x from minus 1 to plus 1, sin x from minus 1 to plus 1, it means 1, it means 57 degree. Okay na, so sin x is minus 1 to plus 1, it means minus 57 degree to plus 57 degree. Okay na, minus 57 degree to plus 57 degree. For any value of x, this angle belongs to minus 57 to plus 57. It means it always, this one always, this angle always lies in first and fourth quadrant, and in both sec is positive. Okay, both sec is positive, and also we know that sec can't be equals to 0. Okay, so it means this one is always positive and also not equals to 0. So there is no need to apply the condition for this one because this one is always defined. Okay, clear na? Sin from minus 1 to plus 1, 3.14 pi equals to 180 degree, 3.14 equals to 180, it means 1 equals to 180 by 3.14, you will get 57 degree. Okay, so this one from minus 57 to plus 57, fourth and first quadrant, sec is always positive, so there is no problem with respect to this one. So just take intersection of these. Greatest integer of x can't be equals to 0. Okay, now when the greatest integer of x equals to 0, if x lies from 0 to 1, it means just before 1, so x can't take 0 to 1. If you put any value in this interval which lies in this interval, then greatest integer is equals to 0. That is not possible, so x can't lies in this interval. Okay, now fractional part of x is not equals to 0. When the fractional part is equals to 0, if x is integer, okay, so x can't be equals to integer. Okay, or can't, can I write direct, can't belongs to I for integer. Okay, and 2 minus mod x is less than 0, sorry, greater than 0, it means mod of x is less than 2. When the mod of x is less than 2 lies, okay, sorry, when the mod of x is less than 2, if x lies from minus 2 to plus 2. Okay na, so I am writing directly x from minus 2 to plus 2, less than only, so open interval. Now if you take intersection of these all, then you will get final answer, x belongs to, start from this one, minus 2 to you can't take 0 to 1. Okay, so minus 2 to, and also you can't take integers. So minus 2 to minus 1 first. I can't include minus 1 na, union. Then again start from minus 1 to up to 0. Okay, now you can't take 0 to 1. So excluding this one. Then union start from 1 and you can't take any integers. So 1 is also not included, up to 2 finally you can take. This is the answer. Okay. So these are the questions belongs to domain. Now we have to start range, and after range we will take classification of function. Okay. And okay. Okay, I have to check that recording is on or not. अरे चल रहा है. Okay, on. Sorry. Now next one is find the range. Find range of function. First question. We have to start with simple one. Okay, simplest. Y equals to ln x minus 1. Domain is value of x and range is value of y, all possible value of y or all possible value of fx. Okay, now you want range, it means all possible value of y, y is equal to this one, it means all possible value of this one. Now actually there is no specific method to find the domain and range, but you can apply this one or generally. To get domain, we have to move from outside to inside in a function, and to get range, okay, we have to move from inside to outside. Okay, it means first take values of this one, then take logarithm like this one. Okay, now see, we want all possible value of this one. Now first I am moving from inside to outside, x minus 1. Now x minus 1 can take values from x from minus infinity to plus infinity, x can take now, then x minus 1 also can take minus infinity to plus infinity. Just simply you can draw the graph of y equals to x minus 1 now. Okay, line minus infinity to plus infinity. So this one from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, but I didn't want value of this one, I want value of ln of x minus 1. So I have to take logarithm. Okay, I have to take logarithm in each side. Okay. Now, but 1 minute, how can we take logarithm at this time? Because logarithm is only defined for positive value. So first from this one I have to exclude those values which are not positive. Okay, so exclude. It means x minus 1 can take all value from minus infinity to plus infinity, but I want value of this one, so I can't include the negative values of these. Okay, because if this one is negative, then how can I take logarithm, because logarithm is not defined now. So also I can say that if x minus 1 can take these value, then x minus 1 also can take 0 to infinity. Okay, now this one, in this case this one is positive. Now okay, now no problem na. Now I can take logarithm, take log on each side. So ln 0, ln 0, ln it means base is e, e is 2.71. Okay na. Here also ln x minus 1, here also ln infinity. Okay, now base is e greater than 1, so inequality remains same. Ln 0 is minus infinity, ln x minus 1 I can write this one as y, ln infinity is infinity. Okay, ln infinity is not defined, but this one. Okay, so y belongs to r, minus infinity to plus infinity. I can draw the graph of ln x. If you want graph of ln x, this is the graph of ln x. Okay, y equals to ln x, not of ln of x minus 1. If you want graph of this one, shift this one 1 unit at this side. Now you can check at 0 value is minus infinity, at infinity value is plus infinity. Okay, so this one y belongs to r. Next question, y equals to x power 4 minus 4x square plus 1. Now I want all possible value of this one. Okay, x power 4 minus 4x square plus 1. Now remember one thing, if you want a range of polynomial, okay, then we have two most method. If there is a quadratic polynomial, then make square, and if there is any 3 degree 4 degree, it means you can't write in quadratic polynomial form, then use graphical method. Graphical, it means just draw the graph, find the maximum minimum value, local maxima, local minima, and if interval is given, then find the range. Okay, like this. We will take question based on this, but at this time this one. Now actually you can see that this one is the quadratic equation in x square. Degree of this one is 4, but I can say that this one is quadratic equation in x square power 2. Okay, so I can make the square. Okay, now I can use I can make square on this. So just make a square. So how can make? I can write this one as x square, and coefficient of half of coefficient of x square is 2. This can be written as x square minus 2 whole square. Okay, this is the square of x square now. Okay, and half of coefficient of x square is 2. Okay, now solve this one, because this is not exact equals to this one. A minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square, that is 4, but there is no 4. In this one we have plus 4 now, but there is no 4, so I have to subtract that 4. Now if you solve, then this is equals to this one. Okay, then remaining plus 1 as it is. Okay, now if you solve this one, x power 4 minus 4 x square plus 4 minus 4 cancel out, and plus 1 as it is. Okay, now I can write this one as x square minus 2 whole square minus 3. Okay, this is the value. Now I want all possible value of y. Range, it means value of y. Value of y equals to this one, it means all possible value of this one. Now can you find the minimum and maximum value of this one? Actually x square minus 2 whole square, square can't be less than 0. Square can't be less than 0. So minimum value of this total become minimum if this one is minimum, and minimum value of this one is 0. Square can't be less than 0 now, minimum value of this one is 0, but also one time check that it may be equals to 0 or not. Okay, this will be equals to 0 if x square equals to 2, and x square equals to 2 is possible at plus root 2 and minus root 2. Okay, so this may be equals to 0. So minimum value of y, minimum value of y will be minimum if this one is minimum, because you can't change this one, and minimum value of this one square is 0. Okay, then 0 minus 3 minus 3, and maximum value of y is maximum value of y when this one is maximum, and maximum value of square is infinity. Okay, so infinity minus 3 is also infinity now. So by using these I can say that y belongs to minus 3 to infinity, including minus 3. This will be minus 3 when this one equals to 0, it meant at x equals to root 2. But 1 minute, why I am taking directly y minimum value and maximum value? Because I know that this one is the polynomial function, and polynomial functions are always continuous. If continuous, then you can use minimum and maximum value form. Okay now. Okay, Canara. Okay, so write down. Now next, again we want range. It is given that 2 power x minus 2 by y equals to 1. Here y equals to fx. Okay, it means we want range of this one. Value of y or fx, same thing. Y is always equals to fx. Now we want value of y. So first we have to find the function in terms of y, then we can identify now. So first I am finding 2 power y is equals to 2 power x minus 1. Okay, but we want value of y. So take logarithm. Here we have this one base is 2. So take log with base 2. So I am taking, okay, I am also doing this step. I am taking log with base 2. Then here we have 2 power y on both sides. Okay, log with base 2. Here what we have 2 power x minus 1. Now see, y outside log 2 is equals to 1, and here what we have log 2 power x minus 1. So actually directly you can write now from this one to this one, y is equals to, we have to take logarithm, if y in power, so y equals to log of this one with base this one. If there is 3 power y, then log 3 of this one. If there is 4, then log 4 of this one. Okay, so there is 2, so log 2 of this one. This is the y. Now we want all possible value of y. Now again move from inside to outside. Okay, we want all possible value of this one. So first find 2 power x from minimum value of 2 power x is 0. Minimum value of 2 power x is 0. Obviously na, at minus infinity. So minimum value of this one is 0 and maximum value is infinity. Exponential function. If you draw the graph of 2 power x, then this is the graph of 2 power x. Y equals to 2 power x. Okay, this is 0, 1. Now here we have 2 power x minus 1. Subtract 1. So minus 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Infinity minus 1 is minus 1. Okay. So this one from minus 1 to infinity. And remember, this can't be equals to 0. Greater than 0 always. Na? Okay. So this lies from minus 1 to infinity. Now I have to take logarithm, but again we have problem. Logarithm is only defined for positive values. You can't take logarithm for negative values. Okay. So if you can't take, then it can take all value from minus 1 to infinity. But in case of negative, we can't take logarithm. So I am limiting this range. It means these value. If this can take minus 1 to infinity, then this also can take all values from 0 to infinity. Na? Okay. Range value of this one is minus 1 to infinity, but we doesn't want value of this one, we want value of this one. Okay. And to get the value of this one, I have to take logarithm. But you can take logarithm only for positive values. Okay. So out of these all values, I am taking only positive values, 0 to infinity. Okay. Now take log with base 2. So log to 0, log to 2 power x minus 1 and log to infinity. Okay. Log to 0, again log 0, that is minus infinity. This one is y, log to infinity is infinity. Okay. So y again belongs to R. All real number, real values it is y taking na. Okay. So write down. Can I have? Okay. Now fourth one, y equals to x power, again same, we want range, y equals to x power greatest integer of x, where interval is given 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we want range of this one, y equals to x power greatest integer of x. Okay, this is the equation when interval is given. Okay na? And we want range of this one. It means it is given that you can't take value of x outside this interval. Okay na? Actually, because if you take all values, then here you will get infinite option, because every time when we have in question, when we have greatest integer, then I have to divide this one from first one integer to just next integer. Like suppose if x can take 0 to 10, then 0 to 1 separate, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then 3 to 4. Why we have to divide in this way? Because if x lies from 0 to 1, then for these all values from 0 to 1, greatest integer of x is 0. Okay. Then from next 1 to 2, for all values of x from 1 to 2, greatest integer of x is 1. Okay. Because of that reason, I have to divide in this way. So we want all possible value of y. So first I am dividing this one in interval. Here x from 1 to 3, but I can consider completely 1 to 3 at a time. So I have to divide in interval part. It means 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. If there is 1 to 4, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then 3 to 4. Because for 1 to 2, greatest integer of x is a common value fixed part. Fixed value. Okay. For 2 to 3 again fixed value, 3 to 4 again fixed value, like this one. Okay. So I am dividing x, first x from 1 to 2. You can't include 2, because if you take any value of x from 1 to, including 1 to just before 2, then greatest integer of x is 1, greatest integer of 1 is 1, greatest integer of 1.2, 1. Okay. Greatest integer of any function is, greatest integer of this one represent a integer which is either equals to this one or just less than to this one, but not greater than to this one. Greatest integer of 1.999, this is also equals to 1, but greatest integer of 2 is equals to 2. Okay. So for these I have same value, but for this one I have different value now. So I have to take only 1 2 just before 2. Now next interval, when x from 2 to including 2 just before 3, you can't include 3, but here we have x from 1 to 3, so 3 is not included now, so I have to take separately 3 also. Okay. When x is equals to 3. Okay. Now all values we have from 1 to 3. If x from 1 to 2, then greatest integer of x is 1. Then what we are getting? X power 1. If x from 2 to 3, then greatest integer of x is 2. Then what we are getting? X square. Okay. If x is equals to 3, a single value, just put. Okay. So if you put 3, what we are getting? 3 power 3. Because this is 3 and greatest integer of 3 is also equals to 3 now. Okay. So this one can I write directly? 3 power 3 is 27. Okay. Fixed value here. So y belongs to, now find the value. X from 1 to 2. This is x. If you put 1, what we are getting? 1. If you put 2, what we are getting? 2. It means value of y is 1 to 2. For this interval we are getting now 1 is included. If you put 2, then we are getting 2, but 2 is not included, so open interval. Then for this one, union. If you put 2, what we are getting? 4. 4 equals to, so including. If you put 3, what we are getting? 9. 3 square is 9 now, but 3 is not included, so open interval. Union for 3, value of y is 27. Only single element, so I am writing this one in a set. Okay. So this one. Got it? Okay. Thank you. Write down. Now next question. Again we want range y equals to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x and plus 2. Okay. Where x belongs to minus 1 comma 5. These both question I am taking for interval. Okay, but 1 minute, why we are taking interval? If interval is not given, then range of this one is minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. If there is no interval, then remember, if interval is not given, then remember one thing. If your odd degree polynomial, then always you will get range from minus infinity to plus infinity. Why? Because doesn't matter. Suppose I can easily prove, suppose this, forget that this interval is given, it means this one is not given. Now put minus infinity. Now power of this one is higher, so this one only matter. If you put minus infinity power 3 is minus infinity. Now put plus infinity power 3 is plus infinity. Okay, and polynomial is always continuous, so you have to join this one, but you will get all value from minus infinity to plus infinity now. So range is always R. If even, then not necessary. Okay, if even, then range is not equals to R, because suppose 4 here we have, then if you put minus infinity, again we are getting plus infinity, then to join, but you can't touch up to minus infinity. Okay, but we want for interval. Okay, now how to find the range for polynomial if interval is given? Okay, for that we have fixed method. Use the differentiation. Okay, here fx is equals to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 2. Actually this one is also done in 11th. Okay, f dash x is 3x square minus 6x minus 9. Okay, so if you want range of any polynomial, given polynomial function in a given interval, then use differentiation process. So what is the process? Just this one, same as it is. First thing, first differentiate the function. Differentiation is there. Now find the values of x where f dash x equals to 0. Okay, where f dash x equals to 0. Okay, so for that I have to make interval. I am taking common 3, then what we are getting? X square minus 2x and minus 3. Factorize this one, then what we are getting? 3x minus 3, directly I can factorize now into x plus 1. If you multiply this one, then you will get. Okay, now it means at 3 f dash x equals to 0, at minus 1, if you put this one equals to 0, minus 1 now, f dash x equals to 0. Okay, so after factorization, find the sign scheme or the interval where f dash x is positive or negative. Okay, if you put this one equals to 0, we are getting 3. If you put this one equals to 0, we are getting minus 1. Okay, this sign scheme is for f dash x, not for fx. Why we are taking sign scheme for f dash x? Because if f dash x is positive, then I can say that for that reason graph is increasing. Remember, interval in which if you have f dash x positive in any interval, it means in that interval graph is increasing. If f dash x is negative in any interval, it means graph is decreasing. Okay, because of that reason I am finding the sign in interval for f dash x. So again, if you put any value of x greater than 3 in this one, then total positive positive, or at right sign scheme na, this one is positive. 3 because of this one power is odd, change the sign. -1 because of this one power is odd, change the sign. Okay, it means in this interval f dash x is positive, it means increasing. In this interval f dash x is negative, it means decreasing. In this interval fx is positive, it means increasing. Here we have minus infinity and plus infinity. So after this one I am getting the reason when fx is increasing and decreasing. Now find the values at these points, because these are the point, these are the turning point, okay, where graph turns. Okay, so find the value of function at these points. F minus 1, f minus 1 is, now you can't put this -1 in this one. This is the, we want value of function, not f dash x, so put in this one. If you put -1, what we are getting? -1 minus 3, it means -4 plus 9 and plus 2, 11 minus 4 7. Okay, similarly find f3 value at these point, turning point. If you put 3 power 3 27, minus 27 cancel out, minus 27 and plus 2 minus 25. Okay, and also find the value at 0, f0. Okay, f0 is, if you put 0, then what we are getting? 2. Okay na? And also if interval is given, then find the value at this end point to draw a graph. Okay na? So I am finding the value f of -1. -1 is already done. Okay, then value at f5. f5 is equals to, put x equals to 5 in this one. 5 power 3 125 and minus 75 minus 45 and plus 2. So what we are getting? This one is 125 plus 2, कितना मिला? 7. पक्का? 1 minute. 125 and 75, 45 minus 125 and plus 2, 7. Okay, I am getting this. Now draw the graph. How to draw the graph? Just simple. First, where we have turning point, -1 and 3, indicate them. -1 and 3. Value at -1 is, f -1 is 7. F -1, this one is 7. Okay. After that, f3 is -25. -25. Okay, f3 is done. Now, in this interval minus infinity to -1, function is increasing, and at minus infinity you will get minus infinity. So in this interval increasing, okay, increasing, but at -1 value is 7. Okay, value at 0 is 2. So suppose this one, from -1 to 3 f dash x is negative, so decreasing. Okay, from 3 to infinity f dash x is positive, so again increasing. Okay, this is the graph. And after that, what we want, we have interval from -1 to, you can take only from -1 to 5. So -1, it means this one. Okay, and 5, value at 5 is 7. It means suppose this is the 5. This one is also 7. So you can only consider this graph -1 to 5. And you want range. Range, it means minimum to maximum value. Now for this graph, can you find the minimum value? Minimum is -25. There is no value below this one. And maximum value is, here we have 7 and this one is also 7. So maximum is 7. So y belongs to minus 25 to 7. Okay. Okay. Okay, I will take another question in next part. Okay na? So this is done. Any problem? Thank you.